Have you ever wondered what makes Maharana Pratap, Prithviraj, Bhim, Krishna, Arjuna such fierce warriors from antiquity? If you consider Maharana Pratap, for instance, he stood at 7 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed at 110 kilograms or 220 pounds. He was carrying an 80 kilogram armor and an 80 kilogram spear in his arm when he used to walk into the battlefield. What makes these warriors so fierce? Is it the physical prowess? Is it the strong attack or the good defense? What is it? Is it the agility or creativity or flexibility? Well, let's talk about this today. Hi everybody, this is your host Siddhant Chauhan and welcome back to Untagged, where I seek to demystify certain thought processes and belief systems that we might have garnered over the years through the purview of facts, evidence and science. So let's just dive right in. So coming back to Maharana Pratap, valiantly charging into the battlefield on his noble steed called Chetak. He used to eat out of utensils made of gold and silver and whatnot. And they used to get all that micronutrient profile. The nutrition was very sound according to Ayurvedic principles of bodybuilding. They were taught how to be good leaders. They started a lot of subjects like meditation, Astra Shastra training, Rajniti. Astra Shastra being hand-to-hand combat and weapons training, strength training, flexibility, lots of things. Well, let's consider the world of fitness and bodybuilding in the modern world today. As the trend of the attractive man or the attractive woman has changed over the years, similarly, even the world of bodybuilding and fitness has drastically evolved. Well, men from the 1700s and 1800s who were a little more robust and fuller were considered more attractive because for women it was a subconscious hook that if he is well fed, chances are that he can take care of her and she'll be attracted towards him. Similarly, if we consider the world of bodybuilding, from the 1800s we started seeing images of men posing with their chest out and their arms all flexed, and they were judged and gauged considering parameters like aesthetics, the fullness of their muscles, long or short muscle bellies, good insertions, symmetry, which has evolved a lot and has become much more competitive now. So fast forward to the 60s and 70s and you see people taking anabolic steroids and growth hormones, and there are supplements out there and they're eating beef jerkies and getting ripped and big and swole, and the bigger and the more aesthetic they are, the better suited they are to win. So you have bodybuilding competitions like Mr. Olympia or Mr. Universe or Mr. India, Mr. World, like so many different variants as it's evolved. And when you look at a Jay Cutler or a Ronnie Coleman or an Arnold Schwarzenegger, you feel so inspired and motivated. As fitness science and sports nutrition has evolved over the years as well, certain things are now paid more attention to. Like not just the size and the musculature of a person, but how flexible and functional are the muscles, how healthy are the organs on the inside, the mobility, the agility. Well, it's not just the strength of an individual now. As you lift more and more weights, you start to get stiffer. So you have to do things like active or static stretching. You have to take care of your full range of motion, your joint health. A lot of aspects are involved. For example, in the world of sports, we have these very inspiring stories of athletes who started off from a very competitive level where they were decently good as everybody else. They dramatically took their game to another level because they started to put in extra work on their strength, their agility, their control, their mobility, their flexibility. And as they started following well-rounded, well-structured protocols to fitness, they were able to perform way better in their games. You have Cristiano Ronaldo, Virat Kohli, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. The list is endless. So the common thread in all of this is that they maintained their body weight by staying lean, yet they put on good weight and good muscle mass and increase their explosiveness, their agility, their flexibility, their coordination. And they worked on skill building by incorporating muscle memory, which transferred to their sports, like doing dribbling and agility drills for soccer, and so on and so forth. Even when you consider the world of Hollywood or Bollywood, and you see actors like Akshay Kumar doing all of his own stunts. It started off with people having stuntmen in Bollywood and Hollywood. Initially only Tom Cruise used to do all of his stunts himself, or Sylvester Stallone. And slowly today you have men like Chris Hemsworth doing all of his stunts like in The Extraction. He started off all muscly in Thor, but the kind of athleticism he gains for The Extraction is noteworthy. So as exercise and nutritional sciences have become better over the years, people are considering all of these aspects to enhance their overall physical potential. But mysteriously, fabled warriors from the past, like assassins, Shaolin monks, gladiators from Greece who practice in ludices, all their training methodologies were so well-rounded that they actually covered the strength, the agility, the coordination, the endurance, and the flexibility of their musculature, so that their fighting skills are unparalleled. So when we consider holistic healing and the esoteric sciences of the world, and you look at yoga, there's this dimension of yoga called Anga Mardana, which even Sadhguru talks about, which is like calisthenics, which is bodyweight training, and its aim is to make you physically fit. So you can build muscles with Anga Mardana, but without getting stiff. So it's a plus, because it makes your body more fluid and flexible. Similarly, Tai Chi is a martial art form which can be practiced for peace of mind and meditative benefits, but it also translates into a fighting style, keeping the essence of the vitality of your body called Chi or Prana as the source of energy for the martial art form. Similarly, in the story of yoga, Shiva or Adi Yogi taught the Saptarishis or the 7 sages 112 different ways of attaining nirvana or moksha. Then they were made to go to all the 7 continents and propagate their spiritual wisdom. And this happened seemingly 60,000 years ago, which completely challenges the timelines which we follow. But anyway, so the sage Agastya Muni, who chose to stay in India, devised a martial art form called Kalaripattu so that people could protect themselves from the wildlife like tigers and lions who used to just waltz into the villages and eat women, children, men. So to protect themselves, this martial art form was actually used by crouching, because you're using it against animals. And as this went to the east, Kung Fu was born, because now instead of crouching over, their spine was more engaged and it was erect, because now they're fighting people. So it's quite mysterious and even eye-opening as to how the ancient warriors from the past knew such intricate details about sports nutrition and fighting and whatnot. Makes you wonder about what really went down. Makes you wonder about how sophisticated and strong they really were. So friends, I hope that I gave you something new to think about today. Let me know what you think in the comment section right below. Definitely like the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more.